antitrust hearing for Amazon, Apple, Google, and Facebook. Here's the key information about why these companies are being investigated, but I suggest you that you hear the complete report to the very end. And starts with Amazon, accused of squeezing competition. Amazon met or invested in smaller companies or startups, only to later build their own products that directly competed with the smaller company. The most famous examples are the startup Neutralize, which made a video communication device for the home. Investors from the Alexa fund purchased a stake in. Then, 8 months later, after gaining access to Neutralize plans and financials, Amazon announced the Echo Show, an Alexa-enabled device with a large video screen. Also, Living Social, a deals website on which Amazon took a 30% stake in the company. It began requesting troves of data from the company, hiring away employees, and contacting Living Social clients to offer better deals. After all this happens, they start to rank higher their own products than those of other brands in their platform. Apple, accused of restrictive rules and abusive charges for the App Store developers. Being a closed system, they charge a commission of up to 30% of revenue generated from within the app. Companies like Spotify, Apple Music, Hey, an email app, and even Telegram are one of the most public voices against these policies. They also had to agree to Apple's terms and conditions, including sharing certain data. In Europe, they also started a separate investigation to see whether Apple was boxing out rivals to its mobile payment system Apple Pay, but nobody uses that one. Google, or Alphabet, accused of search result manipulation and unclear terms on their advertising platform. With the use of Android Lockbox, they had access to the usage of competitor apps, information that could be used to create rival apps, the most famous TikTok, to which Google is now launching Shorts. In the advertising by using Google Ads, they suppress and suspend accounts of the advertiser by using vague and confusing rules, which they can interpret as they better suit, and in that way leaving advertisers out of the platform, which has a dominant position in the market thanks to the large amount of personal data that manages, which is used to do targeted ads. In the search area, Google Search keeps showing a preference for its own services and affiliates. That's something we see with YouTube, Chrome, Gmail, Maps, etc. You rarely will see a result from other sources, like relevant videos from Dailymotion or Vimeo. This affects not only the results, but other companies and also small businesses that are now being out of the organic results, affecting their income and driving the customers to their affiliates, even if they don't have better deals. Facebook, accused of Neutralize competition. Emails were leaked where Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, discussed in 2012 strategies to deal with small competitors. These emails included phrases like neutralizing a competitor, acquiring talent, integrating products to improve Facebook services, and others. These companies included Instagram, Foursquare, Path, Pinterest, and some of them were finally acquired like Instagram and WhatsApp, and more recently Giphy. The most famous phrase of those emails was, "If we don't create the thing that kills Facebook, something else will." Facebook recently settled a lawsuit for $650 million regarding facial recognition privacy lawsuits. And finally, who called this hearing? The U.S. House of Representatives Judiciary Committee is in charge of conducting this hearing to determine if the violation occurred. Regulators like the Justice Department and the Federal Trade Commission gather economic evidence. The lawmakers obtain internal corporate emails and the result of the interviews with smaller companies that said they were harmed by these anti-competitive practices. Now comes the final plot twist of this antitrust investigation. 3 of the lawmakers in charge of this investigation owns thousands in stock in those companies. According to the portal NextWeb, Jim Sensenbrenner from Wisconsin owns more than $98,000 in stocks. Zoe Lofgren of California has between $1,000 and $50,000, recently sold once. And Steve Chabot of Ohio holds between $50,000 and $50,000. Let's wait and see what would be the outcome of this investigation. This is all this week. You can also watch all the episodes in our channels on YouTube and Instagram or listen to the podcast using Spotify, Google Podcasts, or SoundCloud. They are available in English and Spanish. See you on the next episode. This is Rash for re.mental.